business world can be a scary world, whereas you're starting up as a entrepreneurship or you're in a corporate role, climbing up the ladder, anything to do with business can always be scary, daunting. Some people might not know what to do, but business can also be fun. You can exhilarate, you can enjoy the path that you're going on to have a very successful business life. Whereas you're starting from a small, medium sized business to a big £1 billion company, you can enjoy along the way. Now, as a businesswoman, I love business. I love anything to do with business. I love talks about business. I love watching other business people, how they grow, how they manage their team. Anything to do with the business world, I love, whether it's in finance, corporate, law. I love to hear other people's stories and I love to learn from them too. And you too can do the same. Now, let's talk about entrepreneurship. Now, entrepreneurship can mean a lot of different things. I mean, you can start your own business, have an idea, and then see it through. Now, if you're really serious about entrepreneurship, there are so many resources and so many things out there for you to start your own business, start your own company. It can be scary and it can make you feel like you have no support. But if you put your mind to it, anything can happen. You have an idea, write it out, draw it out, do a brainstorm, and then try to see it through step by step. Same if you're in a corporate world. You might start off as an admin, you might start off as a retail advisor, but then you want to grow big, you want to climb up that ladder. Do it. There's no one stopping you. It can be scary. You might not feel like you don't know what you're doing, but just go for it. Put your head up high and just go for it. Now, when you have your own company or your own business, there are ways that you can grow. You want to build a team. You want to see sales. You want it to see as a success. But as you know, starting a business from nothing to something does take time. Now, you want to have an idea, grow the idea, see if you can have the idea. Start off small, then make it grow big. Now, if you want to succeed in life, always be consistent. Always think, yes, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. There's nothing stopping you, nothing at all. Now, if you just believe in yourself, read motivational quotes, get inspirational from others out there, you can actually do what you set out to do. There's so much resources out there. Like I say in my previous podcast, there's so much people out there that can help you, even if you feel like you have no support. But let me tell you this, there is a lot of support out there. You just have to find them. I mean, internet, the wild web is got so many information out there. You can do it. If you just find a way, there are so much help out there. Now, let's just see if we can get a few ideas from a few successful people. I mean, Apple, Tesla. Look at Elon Musk and Steve Jobs who started Apple, Amazon. They had an idea. They wanted to see how the idea worked. With Amazon, it started out with books. And then look how big it is now. So if you have an idea, just go for it, because you never know how big it would get. Yes, there are going to be setbacks. Yes, you will get rejection, but there's ways that you can overcome it, overcome those rejections, overcome those negativity, and then you can do it. You set your heart out to achieve what you want to achieve, and there is stars out there that will make you believe that you can do it. Now, if you are into the business world and you want to learn more about business, there are so many ways that you can learn, starting a business from scratch, research, try to talk to business people. Even banks now have business advisors that can help you along the way. If you are looking for a business loan or a startup loan, there are resources and people out there that can help you along the way. Yes, it can be hard. Do a business plan. Business plans is always wise, it's always good, because then you can see everything on paper. It sets you out to be able to view what you want to achieve. Have a strategy plan, plans that could just help you along the way. So it's good to have everything written down. Business plan is always a good one. It will help you with your cash flow, help you how much you start off with, how much you revenue is going to be at the end of 12 months, what you're set out to be, what your plans to be. It's good to have all that. And also, if you do want to go for a business loan, they do require a business plan, from banks or investors. So it's good to have a plan, good to have a presentation to show what you can do, and be confident, be the person that knows what they're talking about, why you started this business, why you either want this loan or you want this investor to invest in your business. Be very confident, know what you're showing on your business plan, know what you're saying on your business plan, and then it would work. But it's always good to have a business plan, do a cash flow, have a strategy plan between the next 6 to 12 months or 12 to 18 months, just to show that, yes, this is what you are planning to do, this is what you're set out to do, and see if you can achieve it. Yes, maybe at the end of the 12 months you might not get the numbers that you want, but at least you have a plan in front of you so that it sets out for you to be able to achieve it, or be able to see what you can and cannot do. So it's good to have a business plan. And also, if you are set out to hiring a team, make sure that you do it slowly as well, depending on how your finance are, or if you can afford it or not, or either just set it out on yourself, and then gradually you can get 1 or 2 people in to help you, part-time, full-time, but do not just splash the cash, because that's where businesses go wrong. Once you start splashing before you even make any money, that's when the business would not work out. So be very mindful, be very careful, and think smart. That is the main thing, is to think smart. Don't overdo it. As you know, businesses always start off small. Don't overstep yourself. Don't set yourself big plans, or don't set yourself to fail. To start off slowly, step by step. It's the same with anything that you do in business world. Just be very careful and mindful, and don't overspend. You don't want to spend so much on manufacturing or products, and then you're not going to make any sale, and then you're going to have pile of products or services or things that you might not even use, and then it will just be like money down the drain. So start off slowly, step by step, see what's working, see what's not working, and then just take it from there. As I say, it's not a race. There are unlimited resources out there, unlimited money out there. You are not competing with anyone. There are so many brands that probably be doing similar or the same thing that you are doing. You might feel like you are just gonna be muddled in this big sea full of all the other brands. No, there are space for everyone. There is money out there for everyone. There is resources for everyone. Everyone likes different things. Look how many fashion brands out there. Look how many beauty brands are out there. Look how many restaurants and bars are out there. No one's competing against each other. Everyone just wants to help each other. So yes, if you do have an idea and you feel like someone is doing it, or there is already something out there, see what you can do differently. See what extra touch that you can add to the table. See what, I don't know, you can just add a little spark here and there. But as you know, there is space for everyone. Don't feel like someone else is taking your idea. Don't you worry, there is space for everyone out there for you to be able to do your thing. Just go out there and do it. Now we're going to be moving on to leadership and recruiting a team. Now, if you are set out to be, a manager or a leadership, it does take willpower and you have to be very strong-minded. Now, I know there are a lot of leaders out there would have different strategy, different ways of leading a team, different ways of managing a team. Now, being a leader and being a manager are two different things, in my opinion. A leader would lead and basically try to be someone like an inspirational person, a motivational person. Leaders don't create other followers, they create other leaders. That's what I believe in. I would have a team full of other leaders. I want to lead other leaders as well. I don't want a team to follow me. I want them to be able to lead in their own leadership and provide them with support, provide them with advice, provide them with motivational and inspirational strategies to be able for them to lead their own team. Now, managers, they manage a team. Now, if you see a team and they have a manager, they manage a team, and I do not believe in micromanaging. Micromanaging is the actual downfall for anything. If you are a micromanager, then your team is not going to be successful. I've seen managers who micromanage a team and they are so unhappy, as in their team are so unhappy, that they don't want to work for them anymore, because micromanaging, it's not the one. So if you're a micromanager, please look at how you manage your team and look and see, are they happy or not? Are they happy under your management skills because you are micromanaging them? No. Say no to micromanaging. I believe that a good manager or a good leader would let the team do what they need to do, as long as they follow the rules or do their work and be happy. You want your team to be happy under your watch, or you want your team to come into work and work for you, to be able to do the best of their ability, but don't feel pressured. Don't feel you are micromanaging them. No micromanagement, especially in my workplace, in my company. I rather lead the team. I don't believe in no micromanagement. If I see anyone micromanager in my team, they're out the door. No way. But as I say, you want a team that is happy, who wants to be there, who wants to work for you, who wants to come into work and be happy, as well as sharing ideas, sharing what they want to do, because they will help your business grow. They will help your company grow. Speak up and say what ideas you have. Share your ideas. That's why I believe in having meetings. Let everyone speak. Let everyone share their ideas, because that way you might have a team member that might give you an idea that you never even thought of. Let everyone share their ideas. Even if they don't like something, let them share their view of point, their opinions, and take it in, because sometimes you never know. You might not be thinking of that idea, or you might feel that that team member is not happy because of X, Y, and Z, and you don't know if they don't speak up. So make sure that you let your team member, make sure you let your staff speak. And I believe in having meetings just to show, what they're going through, personal or work-wise, business-wise. Share your team, share what you're going through, share your ideas. And I do believe in having a good diversity, work-life balance. Maybe once or twice a month, take your team out, treat your team, take them bowling, do activities, have a day of mental health day. A lot of companies are having that now, having a day or two out of the month just to do some team building. And I believe that's so good for the company, because you take them out of their comfort zone and let them do some team bonding. Let each other, let the management and know their team, who they're working with, and it's a good bonding time. I believe that teams should bond outside of the office, outside of work, do something fun and creative. Or go for dinner after work, take them out for drinks, do something that's very sociable, out of the work life. Let them let their hair down, let loose, so that way you know your team, the team knows you, you know the other side of that team member, and then you get to have fun. So it's good for team bonding, or have breakfast meetings. I know a lot of companies does breakfast in the morning where the team will come in, they'll have breakfast together, ask each other questions, team bonding. All that is great. All that is great. I think that having a good team behind you, do your work that you need to do, share your ideas, it creates a good working life, it creates a good life in the office, it makes your team wants to do more work, it makes them want to come into work, they're happy. And once a person is happy, like I say, they can do anything. They will want to work. You don't want someone that's depressed or unhappy, or not happy with your management skills, or not happy with the work that you are pressuring them to do. Yes, there are timelines, there are deadlines, but as long as you tell your team member that this has to be done by a certain time, a certain date, and they know that this is the deadline, that's all. You don't need to micromanage them. You don't need to stand over their shoulder and tell them X, Y, and Z, because that's even gonna cause more stress, more anxiety on that team member, and then they probably won't able to do the work. Their work might not be as good as you just let them be, let them know that this has to be done, there's a time for this is the most important thing, and just let them do it. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen someone who's pressured doing so much work in the space of an hour, and then a senior management was overlooking them. Their work wasn't good. They made so much mistakes that you might as well not do the work. So no way, no micromanaging. Don't stand over their shoulder. As long as you just let them know that this work is important, this has to be done, they will get on with it. No one likes to be pressured in that sort of management. Now, even if you are recruiting a team member, make sure that the recruitment is easy as well. No questions about certain things, don't pressure them in interview process, because then that candidate will feel like they don't even want to work with you, etc. So that is another topic for another time about recruitment, because I've seen it happen. I've seen other recruiters who just not with it. Okay, so that's going to be on a few other podcasts that we'll discuss it. But like I say, if you want a good work life, a good team, have a good experience at work, just team building, get to know your team, have weekly meetings, go out, treat them, or have breakfast meetings, go out after work, organize a day outing. All that is very good. All that's good for the mind and the body and the soul. And it just makes everyone wants to work together. Make sure that any problems that they have, that they speak out. You don't want a team member who are unhappy and no one knows why. You tried your best to help them, but it's good to let the team member know that they are not alone. If they want to speak up, they can speak up, but just let them know that work is work as well, but we can also help you out. But it's also up to the individual if they decide to share what they're going through or not. I mean, there's so much that work can do for them, or people at work that can do, but at least you show that you put yourself out there, you ask the question, that you show that there are help out there for that team member. So this is a short podcast. It's about the business life, entrepreneur, more to come about business life, because I could talk for ages about this, but this is more about team bonding, starting up your business. Like I say, if you want to start up a business and you have an idea, go for it. There's no one stopping you. Just make sure that you are set out to do what you want to do. Don't start it and then not finish it, and you feel like you can't do it or you won't do it. Be consistent. There's so much help out there, so much resources. Like I keep saying, there's so much resources, so much books that you can read. Find out how other people got it done. Find out how they got it done. If you need help with marketing, there's marketing books out there. If you need help with finance, there are finance companies, there are banks. You just need to make that call or send that email and see what response you have. If you don't ask, you don't get. entrepreneurship and starting a business can be very scary. I do know that it can be lonely, but once you see the results, once you get going, it will give you that drive. You know that because you're the one that started it. You are the one that created this product or this service or this brand, and you want to see it through. So that's why you have to be consistent. You have to have a business plan. Even if you don't want to write a business plan, at least have a mood board, do some research, write down what your ideas are so that you can go back and look at it and read it to yourself, and be yourself accountable for what you put down on a piece of paper. So it's always good to have something written down that you can just go back to it and remind yourself that this is why you're doing it. This is your idea. This is what you want to do. So it's good to have something written down. But as I say, having a business plan is good, because if you do end up looking for finance or looking for investors, or even asking a mentor for help and they ask you for a business plan, it's good to have one there just to show them that yes, you are serious. This is your business. This is what you want to do. This is what you set out to do. So it's good to have that just to show that you are serious about it, because there's a lot of people out there that say they want to start a business but they don't, or there's a lot of people that don't have a business plan and then they end up writing anything down at the last minute and it doesn't turn out as good. So take your time, do your business plan properly, have a cash flow, have a strategy plan, have all that in place so that when you are ready to use it, it's there. Yes, you can update it, you can change it, but at least you have a draft or a copy just in case you need it. Because I know there's a lot of, especially for finance, and if you're applying for a business loan, they do require a business plan, maybe a presentation as well, but mainly they do ask for a business plan just to show that you are serious, because they do want to know how you're going to go back with this business. Why do you need a loan for? What is your cash flow? What is your revenue or profit and loss? You know, all that is very important, especially in the business world. You have to know your numbers. You have to know what you're talking about. You have to know what your profit against your loss. That is another thing that we're going to be covering as well. All the numbers, all the finance, all the stuff that you don't want to, no one likes to talk about. The admin, especially finance and numbers. Being part of the business world or owning a business, you have to know your accounts. Now, we're going to talk about that as well. You have to know your numbers. You can't just go in it and not know what you're selling or how much this costs, what is the VAT on this. You have to know, even if you're gonna hire an accountant, but you have to have a fairly good idea about your numbers of your business, because this is your business, this is your baby, as I say. So you have to know the numbers, you have to know everything basically, but you have to definitely know what you are losing, what you are gaining, your revenue, your cash flow. That is very important. Now we're going to be talking and discussing about all this. Like I say, finance, law, business, anything, they're all linked, they're all related, and you have to know all this stuff. So you just not have an idea and the creative side, you have to know the back office, the admin, the finance, the legal, everything you need to know. Because like I say, if you're going to start hiring a team, you have to know the process of hiring a team. You have to know the employee rights. It's good to know these stuff. It's good to have a fairly good idea about these stuff, because it will fall on you. You probably have the last say in anything. And if you don't know any of these stuff, then what's going to happen? Who is going to have the last say? So it's very important to know about all this stuff, especially if you are going to have your own business, your own brand, your own team. You have to know all this. Now that's it for today. So this is all the business talk. So like I say, if you want to know anything more, there's going to be more podcasts about business, about finance, and more other good stuff. So that's it for now. So please subscribe and follow, and then you'll see the next episode very soon.